Hey you guys, you're watching Rhonda at Mid-South Homestead, and today I'm going to do an update on my sunflowers. Everybody's doing a collaboration on growing sunflowers, so here they are. Uh, I didn't put any kind of pesticides, no fertilizers, no nothing. I just stuck them in the ground, the seeds in the ground, and they grew. So as you can see, my tomatoes have outgrown the post there. Well, they're well above that. I'm going to back up. There's some trees in the background. They're about 10 foot tall, and they were the mammoth ones, I guess. So they're doing pretty good. I didn't plant a whole lot of them, but I just kind of planted them all around in my yard too. So that's what's going on with my sunflowers. So while I'm doing that, I'll just kind of scan around and see what's going on in my garden. So this is my no-till. This was a big huge burn pile, and we burned it, and we put tons of leaves and hay and that kind of stuff in there, and I just kind of dug holes and put my tomatoes and planted some seeds, and there you have it. No pesticides, no fertilizers, not anything. I did put fish heads in the bottom of, or a fish, I put a whole fish down in the bottom of my holes when I planted my tomatoes. I'll have to do a video on that next spring when I plant my next year's crop. Let's go around. Look at this. See? Nothing but the fish and a little bit of compost. And there's my okra. I'm not sure how this cantaloupe, I'm going to walk in here. Not really sure how this cantaloupe got in here, but check this thing out. Check it out. I have no clue. I'm gonna scan around. There's I got a package that had I had a package from Amazon of organic seeds, and it had about 45 different non-GMO heirloom seeds. So that is a pinto. So here's some more tomatoes. There's more tomatoes. I'll scan around, and I'm trying to not to make you guys busy. My zucchini and squash are gone, but this is my circle garden. We're calling it our circle garden because it was a big huge circle. But there's that. So that is my circle garden. Let's go around. I'm going to show you my son Jake planted. He dug up some old disintegrated wood and made a raised bed out of it, and he also put some old worn out cow manure that was in a barn. It was just powder. It was in one of our barns. But look at this. He's not doing anything to it, and it's just growing. You know how the young folks don't. I think that's a pumpkin. Check that out. Looks like a cantaloupe down in there. He's got a sunflower right there that's not blooming. Over here. And this is just, we didn't put anything in there, just seeds. And there's cucumbers growing down in there. Check this out. Isn't this cool? Just put some cardboard underneath. And that's it, along with the disintegrated wood that had been in a pile for a while. And he's a young guy. He doesn't do much tending to it, but it's tending to itself, and it's doing well. This over here, I think, let's see what's going on over here. It started another one, and it didn't get it finished. So we did a video earlier on his peppers, his super cayennes, and look, I'll show you. Look down in there. I don't know if you can see. Check that out. He measured that one back in there that's really red. It was 9.5 inches 3 weeks ago. It's a lot bigger than that now. That's the super cayenne. And let's see, let's go around. I think there is oh, look at this. That is a spaghetti squash. Right there. And He has a sunflower that's blooming. Look, isn't she pretty? Oh, Mr. Rooster said hi. Let's go on over here. I want to show you my arbor. That's the bed, part of the bed that he didn't get finished. This is my fig arbor that we just cut down this fig tree every year, and it kind of turns almost a half circle when it's growing. So I just cut it down because the possums get into it and the dogs get into it in my yard, where they're fenced in at, and I just keep adding to it. Isn't it pretty? This has red cypress vine, which is an attractor to bees and hummingbirds and all sorts of pollinators. But and also this new cardinal vine, it's not blooming yet. I'm going to show you what. Oh, the little blooms. There he goes again. I'm going to show you. They have little trumpet little flowers. They come on. They're usually open in the day. They close up at night. That kind of gives you an idea. But it will be about a month from now. It'll be covered in that. Isn't that pretty? And this is Mexican petunia back there behind that flower there. That's Mexican petunia. This is an echinacea. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to come around. Let's go around. Okay. This is my little square garden, I call it. There's that big avocado bush, or whatever it is, but it's so pretty I don't want to cut it down. And this is my ginger. Got them in these little pots. Look at this, out of the refrigerator. Growing still. That's Monty here. He's wanting in. He must not can get into the door. The dog can open the door. So, uh-oh, that box is fell in. So, when he can't open the door, it just makes him upset. So, look at this. Isn't this pretty? This was on the other side of the yard, and it almost died. And I got a little sprig. I keep planting it all over the yard. It likes partial sun. It likes to be protected by the west side of the house in the evening. But it just gets beautiful. Everything likes it. Every kind of pollinator, bees, hummingbirds, everything just loves this. And I have it elsewhere too. But my little potatoes didn't make it. I was so upset. So here's some, this is in my garden that had the Miracle-Gro organic soil. It's doing great. Anything that you put in there, it just does great. I'm going to show you this too. These are my little saplings from my Japanese maple. There's 10 left. 2 of them died. They just kind of dried up, I guess. But they're still doing great. They're actually growing a little. And here is some more okra. I just eat it raw off the vine. You've never tried that? And you like fresh stuff? That's really good. That's my that's my okra. This is the other bed with the other organic. Everything just kind of dries up. I have to really, really water it. That in the middle is pineapple sage. It will get huge. It gets gorgeous. And there's some more of this plant here. This is a fire bush. Well, it had one little flower on there. It's never flowered. But it was so pretty, the one little flower. I'm going to scan around. Nothing's really going on over there except for some elephant ears and some of the same stuff. And this, still, see, I have it everywhere. I just love it so much. You can tell I love the birds and the bees and the pollinators really like that. This is in the evening, so it's kind of cooled off, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make a video while it's not so scalding hot. And here's my zinnias. I think my favorite one is that red one up at the top right up there. So pretty. I like them all though. I love zinnias. Zinnias are just So neat. I've got one that I want to show you. It's called a peppermint patty. I don't know if you can see. I think it's kind of striped. You can't really tell, can you? Little stripes in there. Kind of little. It's not as striped as they usually are. Oh, here's one. It's a peppermint patty, but it is with yellow and red. Isn't that pretty? I should do this in the morning. There's a lot of bees and hummingbirds flying around. It's too late for them right now. A lot of my stuff is starting to dry, as you can see. Those are black beans that are starting to dry up. And this is pumpkin here. We're calling this Josie pumpkins. My little niece next door, my little grand niece actually, gave me some little pumpkins she grew last year. So I saved this seed and I thought, I'm going to see if they'll grow. And they are. So here's my green beans, y'all. They got really super hot this week. And look, they're just frying like a French fry, man. So here is the end. And there is my okra and some more tomato. And I hope you guys are having a really good day, a really good evening. I'm gonna scan over to see what the chickens are doing. We finally got a chicken coop built. My husband doesn't have it the way he wants it just yet. I'm trying to go slow. We can't hardly go slow, can we? Got this. I'm using a Kindle Fire for a camera, so I haven't splurged and got a real good camera yet. This is just so easy to make a video and post it. So maybe I can figure out how to scan through this faster. Here's our roasters.